You're probably wondering, what is universal basic income? To begin with, it is important to discuss economics and capitalism from a macro perspective, and what they are. Capitalism is often described as an economic system in which private individuals or businesses own property or produce goods and services for profit. While there is no single definition of capitalism, most economists agree that it is based on a free market economy. In a free market economy, businesses and individuals are free to produce and sell whatever they want. There is no central authority that controls production or prices. The market, not the government, determines what gets produced and how much it costs. Capitalism has its critics, who argue that it leads to inequality and exploitation. They point to the fact that in capitalist economies, the rich get richer while the poor get poorer. They also argue that capitalism encourages businesses to put profit above everything else, including the environment and the well-being of their workers. Despite its flaws, capitalism is still the most successful economic system in history. It has lifted millions of people out of poverty and created a level of abundance and prosperity that was unimaginable to our ancestors. It has also unleashed the creative power of the human mind in terms of innovations and technologies, for businesses and individuals alike. There are many pros and cons to work and labor. On one hand, work provides people with purpose and a sense of accomplishment. It can also be a source of financial stability. On the other hand, work can be stressful and demanding. It can also lead to feelings of burnout and resentment. What is on one hand very rewarding and provides a sense of purpose and fulfillment, and can also offer opportunities for social interaction, networking, and upward mobility, can on the other hand be very demanding and physically and emotionally taxing. It can also be hazardous and lead to injuries or even death. Many people work jobs that they dislike out of necessity. They have families who depend on them, and without work, they could starve or lose their homes by not being able to afford the mortgage. The rise of automatization and robotics is inevitable. With the advancement of technology, there is bound to be an increase in the use of robots in the workforce. There are several advantages to using robots in the workplace. For instance, they are able to work faster and more accurately than humans. In addition, they do not need breaks and can work for longer hours. However, there are also some disadvantages to using robots in the workplace. For instance, they can take away jobs from humans. The impact of automation on the future of work is a highly contested and controversial topic. Some argue that automation will lead to mass unemployment, as machines replace human workers in an ever-increasing number of tasks. Others believe that automation will create new opportunities for employment, as it has in the past, by leading to the development of new and innovative industries. There are positive and negative aspects to automation. On the plus side, automation can lead to increased efficiency and productivity in the workplace. It can also make previously dangerous or difficult tasks much safer for workers. Additionally, automation can lead to increased inequality, as those who own the machines reap the majority of the benefits, while those who are replaced by them are left struggling to find new employment. Universal basic income has been discussed as a potential solution to poverty caused by the rise of automatization of jobs as robots replace human labor. Famous supporters of basic income include business and technology gurus such as Elon Musk. The Universal Basic Income, UBI, is a system where everyone is given a certain amount of money unconditionally to help cover basic living expenses. The concept has been gaining attention in recent years as a way to address rising inequality and the challenges posed by automation. Supporters argue that it would reduce poverty and give people more freedom to pursue their own goals. Contrary to this, those who oppose it argue that it would discourage work. There are pros and cons to implementing it, and it is important to consider both sides before making a decision. On the upside, A basic income might help reduce poverty and inequality. Current findings are promising. They indicate that recipients of the grant spend it wisely and are happier and have a higher sense of well-being. It would give everyone a safety net to cover basic needs, and it would provide a way for people to escape the cycle of poverty. A basic income would also give people more freedom to pursue their own goals and dreams. They would no longer have to worry about making ends meet, and they would be free to pursue education or start a business. On the downside, it could discourage work. If people know they will get a basic income regardless of whether they work, they may be less likely to find a job. This could lead to a decrease in productivity and an increase in government spending. Overall, this raises the question, would the end of work as we know it really be that bad? Would we be able to find purpose elsewhere and form meaning to our lives? Perhaps we would begin interstellar travel and explore other galaxies in our universe. Or perhaps we could focus on enjoying ourselves, having fun, and spending more time with our loved ones. What we know for sure is that technology will change the future of work in ways we cannot yet predict, and that giving cash to people directly might just be the best way to mitigate the effects of poverty. Perhaps it would be worthwhile to involve younger generations in this debate.
If you ask me what I think, well, all we know for sure is that for the children of the world, the future of work will look very different by the time they reach working age. Perhaps basic income could solve our problems. Only time will tell. In the meanwhile, do you think it might have potential? Please let me know in the comments below.